This is kvci.blogspot.com with your little brother George Boston Rhines. I'm over to my friend Doc Robinson's house. This is dedicated to all Wal-Mart employees that travel to Bentonville, Arkansas. We got a story for you this morning, but the pictures you're looking at is a picture that was done by my beautiful brother John Robinson, called A Man with No Plans, and who can tell you better or more about him than the artist himself. And there he is. And I'm gonna let John Robinson talk to you as we talk to Wal-Mart executives on behalf of all Wal-Mart employees, because that's the way we do it. Doc Robinson, Valdosta, Georgia.
Yes, hi everybody this morning. This is Doc with Doc's Ghetto Child. I'm here with my brother this morning, and I am an artist, and I developed this guy, and he was called A Man with No Plan. And the reason he was a man with no plan, he's a man that wants have a future but don't have a future, want a future but can't get a future, because he's the man with no plan, because his life was totally interrupted by those who orchestrated their future based upon cutting down his future. So I'm just gonna stand up here and give a few little illustrations on something about the man with no plan. I want you to take a look at how courageous this man is here, right here. I want you to just look at how courageous that he is. He's standing here ready to take on the world. And when we go out and we hire onto a job and we get employment, and we're looking and trying to take on the world, and we're looking at the magnificence of life and enjoying the pleasures of life, and just enjoying it. This man here was a man with a plan. But one day, his life got turned upside down, inside out. And it wasn't turned about by his own doing. It was turned out by someone else's plan. So therefore, he became the victim of the man with no plan. This is the original way the drawing was designed. And my name signature is here in this upright position. And this is the life that this man here once had. And he's reflecting upon the life that he used to have before he became the man with no plan. Like many people that I believe that affiliated with Wal-Mart and their companies, my name is John Robinson, and I was diagnosed with the malignant terminal esophageal cancer. I'm in remission right now, and this is what that cancer did to me. And therefore I became a man with no plan. And one day, the little beautiful butterflies captivated my heart and mind to try to get my mind to set me free. But do you realize when we lose touch with reality and we become victims of the circumstances of life, if it befall you by something of a disease or something that's beyond the control of man, but when you become victimized by the hands of others and your life, you become manipulated, and you are no longer courageous to fight the world. See, Brother Rhines went out to, I think it was Bentonville, Arkansas, and he went latitude and longitudes and all of that there. Halfway across our great nation, the state of Georgia, on behalf of others and people that becoming men and women with no plan because they're losing their 401ks and this kind of thing. To be victimized is one thing. But I'm an artist, and like I was saying, this is what life depicts itself to be. When you find yourself become a victim of circumstance out here. And our economy, the way it's blasting right now, all the badgering that we're getting on our president, it's these major corporations that's caused the problems that we have today. The president was handing it off a broken nation. And we, the people out here, is going to make the difference. Don't you think so, Brother Ray?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
You gonna come around and
tell your story, my brother.
You know, come on around and join me. And you know your situation. You know how life had treated you. You know how it went. And you did everything you could. And you know how it was when when they turned their back upon you.
Yes, sir. This is why I turned my back on Walmart. I want to symbolize the 150 to 200 people that travel from various states across the United States. I traveled 300 miles from Valdosta to Jacksonville round trip, perhaps another 100 miles from the airport, Arkansas, to Fayetteville, Arkansas, from Fayetteville, Arkansas to Bentonville, home office of Wal-Mart Stores Incorporated. We took 2 chartered buses, 3 days of training, and I myself was a wrongfully terminated Wal-Mart Sporting Goods Department manager. So we assembled at Cosmopolitan Motel. There we strategized on how we can make things better for Wal-Mart employees across America and perhaps in the Republic of China and around the world. When we arrived at the home office in Bentonville, we had our signs, we had our mindsets on meeting perhaps President McCullough, former President McCullough, maybe former President Scott Lee, perhaps. But for sure, we thought we would meet with President Mike Duke or President or Chairman of Wal-Mart Board of Executives, a board wherein 2 Waltons are members, along with 12 other representatives. But not one of those people came out to meet us. It was a sad day in one respect, but in another respect, it proved to the people that were in attendance, perhaps over 100 people, 150 altogether, including those that drove by, those looking out of their windows, and perhaps the Wal-Mart employees in the home office who approved of what we were doing, but were too afraid to say anything because they may lose their own job. And so we screamed, Mike Duke, open door policy, workers have a right to be heard, only to be met by a strong Wal-Mart security force, only to be met by a strong police presence. We march, we protest. Some people laughed, others cried, and some people didn't know what to do. And so we watched as Wal-Mart, America's largest retail giant, turned her back on the American workers, on their own employees. Notice I don't say associates because the word associate means you're in association with somebody that cares about you. And so I say workers because associates don't work like that. And so it was a sad day. And on this day I turned my back in this chair to represent the manner in which America's largest retail giant turned his back on the American workers. But because I'm a follower of Jesus Christ, I am a follower of the best of Muhammad, because I'm a follower of the best of the son of Abraham and Moshe Bel Moses in Judaism, because I am the best of the best in Hindu, I turn my face around to Wal-Mart because I want Wal-Mart to know. I want Mike Duke to know. I want Mr. Glass to know. I want the Waltons to know. I want everybody on the board of directors to know that we are human beings and we are deserved of workers' rights in the United States of America. Somewhere I read, and ye shall know the truth, Mr. Duke, and that the truth shall set and make you free, Mr. Glass and board of directors. Make no mistake about your little brother, George Boston Rhymes. Please don't make no mistake about me. I want you to understand me very clearly. No man walked down the road that I walk in or out of ignorance. I'm not an ignorant man. I believe in what Mr. Sam Allen laid down for his employees at Wal-Mart Stores Incorporated. And what a beautiful ambassador you could have been, Mr. Wal-Mart, if you would have shown respect for workers' rights, not only in America, but in China and around the world. Look at the force and how much positive image you would have around the universal plane, but you refuse to follow the founding ethics of that great man. And so today we call on you to do what is right. I'm going to pass this back to my beautiful brother. He has explained to you a man with no plans. Mr. Mr. David Glass, Mr. Duke, I am a man with plans. And my plans are that I will not stop on this journey. As I've said before, I have sent you, Mr. Duke, Mr. former President McCullough, and Lee, and board of directors, over 31 letters, over 28 videos, 34 pages of documented proof that you never entered me into your own 4-week training program for all sporting goods department managers, and yet, out of your boldness and your perception that you have made yourself, no, let me correct that, the American people, in other words, your customers, apparently have made you think that you are a God beside God and that you answer to no one. But there is a power in the universe called the goddess of Nemesis. You know about the goddess of Nemesis. You know about it in your circle of travel. I'm not going there with you. But Jesus said, and ye shall know the truth, and that the truth shall set and make you free. All the letters that I've written, all the videos that I've sent, the 34 pages of document, traveling over 300 miles from Valdosta to Jacksonville, perhaps another 200 miles from the airport to Bentonville, round back there and round and back. When I got off the plane in Memphis, Tennessee, I asked the pilot of a Delta flight what was the altitude that we had been flying, and he told me 33,000 feet. George Boston Rhymes traveled 33,000 feet above Earth to travel to meet with you, to tell my story again about how I was wrongfully terminated. And you turn your back on me as I turned my back on you. But if you notice, I had to turn around because I love you that much. My purpose and my goal is to help save Wal-Mart from itself before it destroys itself. My beautiful brother, John Robinson, down in Florida did the same thing. When he was mistreated, he stood up against the powers that be. And in the end, as it will happen here with George Boston Rhymes and the American workers, in the end, we will win. Tell your story, my brother.
Well, we might not know how to fly a B-57, but we sure know how to drop a bomb. Now, you heard it for yourself, that here's a man with a plan, and he's not orchestrated like the man with no plan. See, a man with no plan is a man of uncertainty, but a man with a plan is a man that's deemed to do and carry out and orchestrate his plans according to the way he orchestrated his plan. So now you are dealing with a man with a plan, not a man with no plan. So you can plan on looking to hear more and more of this until you guys get it right. This is Doc with Doc's Ghetto Child, and my brother Ryan, I would like to say this. I did fight a fight.
Yes, sir.
And we are fighting the fight right here in Valdosta.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
And
it goes beyond Wal-Mart, am I right?
Oh, yes, it
Let's
does.
talk about that,
well,
too, then.
We means that you own your brace for time.
Time is good. Just check it. Time is good. Roll it.
All right. What I would like to say this is that we are facing something for justice and equality of the law across the board. That includes all the monarchs of businesses right here in Lowndes County and elsewhere. Yes, I did fight a courageous fight, and I did win in the United States federal courts. And it was a struggle. It was a 12-year duration, a 12-year absolute hell. but I made it through it. And here now I'm faced with another illness, which is esophageal cancer. And believe me, this cancer that I have, knowing that I'm standing on death row, do not bear the scars that it inscribes upon a man, that or a woman or any individual, that rights is being violated. And that's the worst cancer of them all. The one that you got eating at the fabrics of America right now today. And we got a president that's fighting a Republican lying party, a group of idiots that want people to believe that they are for the American people. They have destroyed America right here, our country. And they take these corporations and they drive these corporations, and we get these black Republicans that comes up and they make these radical statements and want to say that we don't love our children, want to say that we is ignorant and we are dumb. We love our children, we are not ignorant, no, we dumb. Now, if you was to study any of those who have enough wits to understand the European theology, the European strategies that was done during the Renaissance, the Reformation of the Europeans, when it came to the black man Renaissance here in America, it was wiped out in the early 1900s. And what the lady name that they hanged up over here?
Mary Turner.
Mary Turner, and what the man they dragged up and down the street name was?
Sidney Johnson. They drug him at least about 18 miles to Marvin, is the old campground.
We see what the name of the branch over there in equipment.
They erroneously called it Negro Branch. They wanted to rename it the Pride Branch. But the truth of the matter, I was brought up in that community, and the name of that branch has always been known as Nigger Branch. But nobody wants to. But Brother Rhymes and Brother Doc want you to know the truth.
Why did they call it that?
Nigger Branch?
Mm-hmm.
Because they used to lynch blacks in front of the Brooks County Courthouse. My grandmother told me while she was alive. They put them on the back of the wagon and drove them a westerly course on the old Thomasville Highway and threw them over the branch. And if blacks wanted to go get the body, they had to go down the branch and get them. That's how it got the name.
And to this day, right now, how many people done died in the Lowndes County jail?
There have been 30 jail deaths in the Valdosta Lowndes County jail. Nobody's talking about it. We had one white lady. All her front teeth were knocked out. 2 gouges on both of her legs. We went before city council meeting, and they showed little to no concern about her welfare. But there's something happening in America, my beautiful brother.
When was the first time the blacks got in on contract here in Lowndes County?
This month. And by the way, we were the 2 that got that done. And I'm telling you, that was a historic moment. And the city officials acknowledged that it was a historical event. And they're going to be, yes sir, go ahead.
And there's a federal complaint that's in motion right now, isn't it?
Yes, sir. We filed a federal complaint with the federal government about this place because there is no place next to this place like this place. And Wal-Mart, we say to you, in the end, truth gonna win. And
we filed that with the United States Department of Justice.
Yes, okay? That's right. Yes,
with the United States Department of Justice for an investigation. So therefore, this means that we want our president to do what we hope we be able to do, and that's to put those in jail that's done violated the laws. And regards to who they is, in other words, the old folks here, the shoe fit wear. So we want whoever foot this shoe fit, we want them to wear it to make the jail time for the crime that they've committed by manipulating the laws, and eventually that led to fraudulence and moving monies. Now, we made an accusation. Okay, they did the situation. They created the situation that's got the circumstances the way they are right now, and we're standing on this. And what we are hoping is that everyone will realize the truth is the light, and that no one is going to live their life